Okay, so I wanted to start this video um, to give you some help working on the next week in flowcharts and some more of the programming techniques. So I would like to start talking about the flowcharts that we will start using from now on in most of our programming, and I just like I mentioned it at the end of last class. Um, so the topics that I would like to cover quick in this short video would be basically what is a flow chart. Next, we would talk about components of flow charts, and also how we would start and end in a flowchart. I will have some examples of some flowcharts that we'll go through to show how they represent specific coding, program code, and then the most important kind of is how to bring all that when you're done to a document so you can use it in your report and submit it in your homework. So how to use in documents. Okay, so first I would like you to start looking at Lucid. I guess it's lucidchart.com, and that is where the free website that we can create an account. I think they will ask you for email and password, and from there you would have access to their very complex flowchart tool online. Save, open, and reopen later for the class time. I think that will cover fine. So when you head to the here to the lucidchart.com, I already opened something here. Now I wanted to show you that part. This is basically a flowchart diagram that will have a start and an end. It would have some process. So basically you do some work, initialize something, do some work, do some more work, and then your end, your process. That's what a flowchart basically is. Now looking at on the side here, you will see some of these diagrams, and they cover all the basic and complex diagrams that you will ever use. So what we really need is that rectangle process, this decision making component, which is like a diamond shape, and this one, which is a terminator. And what I use it is, you use it in a start, you use it in an end, so it starts and it ends your flowchart diagram. That's all we need for now for that class. They will work perfect for us if we start using them and understand how to put them in place. So again, how to use it, you will go here, drag it by holding the mouse button while you drag it, and move it somewhere where you want it. You immediately have the option to type, so you can just type start, type whatever you need to. You either can get another component and put it here like a process, and then you can connect just like that, or you go at the end where you want to add another component and just hold the mouse button, drag, and it comes give you another connection, and when you release it, it will okay, I double click, so I don't want that. So when you go back here, you drag it, and then when you release it, it will ask you what components you want to add at the end of that connection. You can select this one by clicking. Now you have another one. You can move it. So basically, if you go here, you can move it somewhere. Okay, you can click on it, you get these corners, and now you can resize it. Okay, and remove it. So try to play with this here. If you resize it, it's very nice tool, and what it does, it knows what you're trying to do, and it will help you with it. So if you click once, you get this rectangle, you get these corners, and you see how it changed to a hand. You can move that now if you hold it. Okay, and the good thing is the connection you already made, it's still there, and it keeps track of your new location. You go here and double click, it gives you the option to type what you need, new process. Okay, so now I want to add let's say a terminator for the end. See how it give you positions, and it tell you that this is how this is approximately the same distance and all that. Now you can drag from here and connect the terminator. On the terminator you can say end. Okay, so I'll do it again because I pressed the back key. So now I'm gonna say end and just click outside here. Okay, so we see what the flowchart is. We can see the components. This shape is for start and end, and it's terminator basically. This shape here is a rectangular, and we call it a process, so you can use it to describe whatever process you're working on. This shape here is a diamond shape, and we will work on it a little later. So if you want to add it, you can just delete by clicking once here and hit delete, and then you can maybe add it in the middle here. And what this decision is, it gives you different option for true or false. So if you connect this here, and then I want to create a yes, automatically came up here, and I'm gonna connect this to it, or I'm gonna create no, and maybe we'll go into end. So whatever decision here, we can just use an example like process process complete. If the process is complete, and I'm gonna change this a little bit, I'm gonna make it yes, so I want to be done. And if the process is not complete, which is no, I'm gonna do some more work. Okay, and then let me just move it a little bit here, and what I'm gonna do is I would like to go back to the beginning of that question here. So now I just move this away from my flow chart. So what happened, that tells me that if the process is complete is no, it's not complete. I am going to do some more work and then go back to the beginning of my decision making component, and I ask again, is the process complete? Question mark. I say no, I do more work. So basically it's some kind of loop, and when the loop is done, I go back and say process complete. I say yes. It takes me here to the end, and I will be done with my flow chart, or done with my logic completely. The question now comes is, we talked about what's a flow chart, components, how start and end, examples of flow chart, how to use it in documents. So now the question is, can I save this? Yes, you can, by going into file and save. And if you didn't yet, so you get all this question, of course, because it is online material, and so basically I'm gonna say no, because I don't want to share it with anyone. But when you click on file, save, if you didn't, it will ask you to assign a name for it, and we'll go through that in a minute, but you always can save it. The part that we need to know is how to download. So you want it on your computer, basically. You want to download it, and when you download it, make sure you use PNG, because it's very popular image format. And from there, you would probably even better is the PNG with transparent background. That makes it nicer. So you want to say current page, but you want to crop to content. So you don't want to save the whole 8x11 page. What you want to do is crop to contents. So you basically have a smaller size of image, and you want to make it print quality. So that three options are what we need to do. PNG with transparent backgrounds, crop to contents, okay, and then make sure it's print quality 300 dpi dots per inch. Makes it more better quality, and you can see it much better when you put it on the document later. Now you click on downloads, and once you download, it's gonna create it in the background like you see here, okay, and then it will ask you where do you want to save it. So size of the doc, okay, it looks like it's a little bigger, but I don't think it's that big. You can go here, and I'm gonna save it under my school UMUC 102, and that's 2014, and I'm gonna make it simple flow chart. I guess new pages, okay. You always better using good naming convention, so you can relate to what it was and what it was made for. So I'm gonna save it, and here you go, we're done. If I go back here to my folder that I saved it in, what I did is, I believe I saved it inside this folder, and here we go. So if I open this, here you go, you can see exactly what it is. Very nice and clear, because we printed on 300 dpi, and also that's a PNG file that you can bring into any document later. At this point, if you start something like let's say document, so I'm gonna just start a program that looks like Microsoft Word, put it here, and what I do is I can basically, as simple as that's the PNG picture or image, drag it and drop it into the document, and here you go. You already have it in your document. You can resize it, you can add more text. So basically this is homework number, let's say 2, and your name and class name, maybe date, and of course we have all this template for reference, but the point is, here you go, you have that in your document. So that concludes the part talking about flowchart, how to use it and what it is, components that we will need to use, how to start and end, examples, how to use, and that's the website that we need to go and start playing with and get familiar with. Thank you very much, and hope that video